Hello, Matthew Armstrong here, and I just read a study today that said that only 5% of all Americans eat any kind of nuts. Well, apart from peanuts, the salted peanuts that you get in bars and restaurants and all over the place, I don't recommend them, they're really not good for you at all. But only 5% of Americans eat any kind of nuts, and nuts are really, really good for you. So that's just, when I read that I thought, that's just nuts. I just seem to think that most people eat nuts, but they don't. So anyway, what I'm going to share with you in this video is my top 3 nuts and my top seed that I eat, and also how to prepare nuts and seeds for eating, because that's another thing. Out of those 5% of people who eat the nuts, I'll bet there's way less than 1% that actually prepare the nuts and seeds properly to eat, because if you don't prepare them properly, then you're not going to get the maximum nutrient absorption from them, and there's also some toxins in them as well that you might be taking in that you're not getting rid of by not preparing them properly. So make sure you listen in, because this is really important information for your health. So first of all, I want to share with you the walnut. And I thought I'd show you exactly what they look like, because if only 5% of people eat them, then most people don't even know what they look like. So walnuts, that's how they look. That's half a walnut. These ones kind of broken up, but when you get a full walnut, it actually really looks like the brain, and you can see like the both hemisphere, the neocortex, and all that, and the frontal lobe. So it's really interesting about a lot of foods is they're good for what they look like, and walnuts are really good for your brain. And one of the reasons I eat them is because they're very, very high in omega fatty acids. Very, very high in omega fatty acids, omega-3s especially. So they're really good for brain function. Really good for brain function. Also really good for transporting nutrients to the cells as well. Transporting other nutrients to the cells. Also high anti-inflammatory, very high antioxidants as well. So antioxidants, kill all the free radicals or eat up the free radicals in the body, and the free radicals are the bad guys. Antioxidants are the good guys, so they eat up the free radicals and just become healthier. So very good for the heart as well, walnuts. And also, if you can get them like that in the shells, even better. The less tampering is done with them, the better. So you can get them like that, break them open, eat them, then you're going to be getting more nutrition as well. So the second one I want to share is my favorite one actually, and it's known as the king of nuts, and that is the almond. The almond, and the almond kind of looks a little bit like the pituitary gland, and is said to be good for the pituitary gland. It's very high in tryptophan. Tryptophan makes you feel good. Yeah, you secrete tryptophan. So tryptophan is very good. It's also very high in copper. Copper keeps the hair good from going grey. Also, almonds are very high in manganese and magnesium as well, and also vitamin E. So very alkalizing. High in these really good minerals that are very good for the bones and joints as well. And again, if you can get you can get them with their shells on, even better again, because like that again, it's less tampered with. These ones actually here, I just go up the mountain, and these are wild almond trees that I pick these from, so they're wild organic almonds. How does it get any better than that? So the third one is Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts, these ones came out of a packet that probably came from Brazil, I guess, so these these don't look as happy as the other ones. These have been tampered with a bit, but still you got to work with what you can get. And the reason I eat Brazil nuts, the main reason is for they're high in selenium. Selenium is great for the nails, for the muscles, for the joint health. Quite often people who are low in selenium, they'll start getting joint issues. The wear and tear in the joints, where the connective tissue will start to wear away and break down. So the Brazil nuts are great for that. And selenium also good for muscle building as well. But you can't eat too much. You can't have too much selenium. You can get an overload of selenium and get toxicity from it. So all you need. I wouldn't eat any more than 3 Brazil nuts a day. I'm glad I know that now, because when I first started eating Brazil nuts years ago, I used to have like half a bag. I ate maybe 200 grams at a time. It was like crazy, and I used to get like a really sore stomach from it. So then I knew that Brazil nuts don't really agree with me in large amounts. And then it was only years afterwards that I learned that, yeah, 3 a day, that's all you need. Get your selenium needs, and you're golden. So the main seed I eat is pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds are just phenomenal. Again, like with the almond, very, very high in tryptophan, makes you feel good, and also high in copper and high in. One of the reasons I eat them specifically is the zinc content. They're high in zinc. Zinc is very good for repairing. If you get an injury or something, it repairs it very quickly. If you get a cut, something like that, it repairs quickly. So zinc is great for repairing and again building. If you're building muscle or anything, helps to repair and build the muscle as well. So zinc is that's what you want these seeds for zinc. So those are my top 3 nuts and top seed, and you know, they're all high antioxidants. They're all anti-inflammatory. They're all high mineral content. You know, so you can't go wrong. They're just really, really good for you. But what I wanted to share with you as well is how to prepare them. Because if you're just eating your nuts and seeds dry, they've got enzyme inhibitors in them, and those enzyme inhibitors basically they're slightly toxic. First of all, and also that they're basically preventing a lot of the nutrition. You're not going to absorb the nutrition that's in the nut or the seed just by eating it. A lot of it's going to go to waste. So what you need to do is you need to soak your nuts and seeds. And for example, the walnuts, the Brazil nuts, about 4 hours would do that. 4 hours soaking in good fresh water, room temperature is enough, and then pour off the soak water and then rinse them, and then you can eat them. And that's activating the enzymes in them, and that is basically also going to be a lot easier for your body to absorb, easier to break down, and the toxicity has been taken out in that soak water that you've just washed away. So for the almonds need to soak quite a bit longer, maybe at least 12 hours. Sometimes I soak them for 24 hours and maybe change the water after 12 hours for the almonds. And for the seeds, about 6 hours for the seeds. So now there you have it. You need to soak your nuts and seeds. That's really important. And you don't need to eat a lot, just a handful every day of a mixture of those nuts and seeds there, and you're gonna transform your health. Okay, so that is it. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for liking the videos and favoriting them as well. That's a great one. If you can favorite this video, that'd be very much appreciated. My name is Matthew Armstrong. See you next time.